ANC and its babies are parties of hate. Anything white is hated. Anything white is to be dismantled. Many white students are denied opportunities in universities. Why? Because someone with the same skin color as them once did horrible things to black people.
Yeah. Hey, how's it? Afternoon, gentlemen and ladies. How are you? Welcome to the Kgosietsile live show. You can see again. Yeah, you can see it here under here. This one. Yeah. We are back at it again. Something which I didn't want to do, but hey, come on, it's a new year for goodness sakes. January, February now. The 3rd of February, 2024. We are back at it again to debunk and to talk about another Katlego moagi self-hate video, I can say that, and hate of everything black, or everything ANC, or everything South African, new black like us. Yeah, but so this woman, Utomile Hape, she's back with another video, and then this one, it's something else. I didn't want to do anything about, I didn't want to do these reactional videos again on this person, but she just forcing me to just talk, and I get back. But before that, let's talk to our sponsor. Ne? Rabo. This show is brought to you by Segongane Medical Services and Clinic. They are a private clinic situated in number 70 Kgosi in Westview, Danville. They specialize on the following: primary health care, ailment diagnosis and treatment, including medication, wound care, family planning, well baby clinic, basic ultrasound, laboratory blood services, treatment of chronic illnesses, treatment and management of patients on ARVs, wellness screening, antenatal clinic, HIV services and counseling. They have a pharmacy on site, and they are doing CCMDD services as well, OHS clinic, circumcision clinic, and abortion services. Their cell phone number is 064 548 7176 or 071 422 8576. Again, the address is 70 Kgosi in Westview, Pretoria West in Danville. Cell phone number again is 064 548 7176 or 071 422 8576. Yeah, that is our sponsor for today. Segongane Medical Services and Clinic. 350 consultation, only cash. They don't take any medical aid for now until NHI kicks in, and then they'll be using NHI as well. So for now, it's only cash, 350 excluding medicine, and their aid number 70 Kgosi in Westview, Pretoria West in Danville. Bachakele, and get a very good, beautiful service. I know. Yeah. Okay. Now back to today. Like I said, today's the 2nd, right, of February. This video was uploaded, it was uploaded, I think, some time back. Let me just double check here. A few days ago, actually, it was uploaded by this woman. Again, 10 minutes of it, 10 minutes of nothingness, and then she's talking too much about blah, 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 blah. ANC hate these white people. And it was triggered. It was triggered by WANATU or WANATU. Yeah, that white e-hailing service that just came, and then it says it only want African speaking. You couldn't just say you want white people to apply only. It had to come with a strategy, had to come with a way to come in and say, no, we want African speaking people to be applicants, to be our drivers. And if you look at it adverts, you're going to see it now. The advert shows a white family calling an e-hailing service driven by a white person. They are so safe, blah, blah. And you know what? They made prices to go very high so that it can eliminate those who can afford it. Because that's what they do in Cape Town. Cape Town buys the properties to be very high for black people, that people could not move into the city. So they made everything cheap outside. But Kotropong, it's very high. You cannot hire a bachelor for less than 5,000 rents, maybe even more, because they want to make sure black people can afford stuff that white people, whenever a person calls and say, listen, I want to do this, and then say, okay, no, shop, it's available or it's cheaper for them. But anyway, let me not talk too much. We'll talk more after you see this barking, after you see this video. Then when you make up your mind, comment on what comment on what, and I want her fans to come and tell me your blackness isn't it shaken somehow whenever you hear things like this. So let's watch the video.
The more the ANC and its babies continue to attack white people in this country, the more that you'll see some white people choosing to either leave or simply fighting back. Others will fight back using racism, and others will join the fight by educating and being kind towards their fellow South Africans. The ANC and its babies are parties of hate. Anything white is hated. Anything white is to be dismantled. Many white students are denied opportunities in universities. Why? Because someone with the same skin color as them once did horrible things to black people. Many experienced white professionals are overlooked in South Africa. Why? Because they have the same color as a people that once did very mean things to black people. Many engineers young like you and I have left to be embraced in places like China, America, Britain, Australia, you name it. These countries are looking for highly skilled people, and the ANC is pushing them out. America is kicking out criminals and begging for law-abiding skilled people. South Africa, on the other hand, is kicking out skilled people and attracting drug dealers and car smugglers. The ANC and its babies want all nice positions to be held by black people and not necessarily the skilled ones, even though there are plenty of those. To them, if a black person, any black person, is in a high position, then it means we have finally conquered, we are finally liberated and hold the means of production. So denying white people who may have something to offer has become a norm. If we don't work together to stop this nonsense, attacks on white people will increase while attacks on black people also increase. The racist black people will feel braver while the racist white people will feel justified. Meanwhile, the racist and the ANC and its babies keep on fanning the flames. Places like Orania will grow in size or population. Why? Because white people feel that they are under attack. Of course, companies like this one will become a norm. Take a look at this. Meanwhile, the racists in the ANC and its babies keep on fanning the fires.
Welcome back. Let's take you to this now. And a new South African e-hailing service, WANATU, has sparked widespread debate with its controversial policy of hiring only Afrikaans-speaking drivers. Launched in October last year, the platform has implemented strict safety measures to protect passengers. However, labour law experts have raised concerns, warning that the company's hiring practices may be exclusionary and discriminatory.
Do you see how everyone wants to freak out? Fact is, many white people have become destitute because of the policies of the ANC. Many white people have lost jobs, and this is something they will keep doing because some rich politicians told you to hate your neighbor. You wake up and go to church on Sundays. You claim to be a Christian, and yet you judge all white people the same. You judge all black people the same. You have simply joined the apartheid government in creating hate, pain, and suffering in other people, just like certain white people created hate, pain, and suffering among black people during apartheid. These Afrikaners have created their e-hailing service, WANATU, and they only want Afrikaans-speaking drivers. It's crazy. I don't support it. I don't like it, but I understand where it comes from.
Yeah, and I want to take you through perhaps some of the justifications that have been provided by WANATU. In fact, on their website, they say, well, this is an aim to restore dignity in our communities and jobs in Afrikaans, and that they have specifically said that they've made this priced a bit higher than their competitors, Ubers and the likes, to make sure that they target a specific group.
This nonsense has to stop, fellow South Africans. We are creating a monster, just like how certain racist black people were also created by the apartheid policies. The painful thing is many people who are very hateful towards white people right now only know apartheid from the TV and from the stories. Some of the people who suffered during apartheid are not as hateful as the people who never experienced it. I guess the propaganda worked. I don't support the segregation of spaces or businesses, but why should they not do it when they feel like we as Black people do not want to move forward? But to all South Africans, why can't we work together? To the ANC and its babies, there are several talented and skilled Black people. Let's elevate those ones. But no, to them they say let's elevate communists instead. Let's elevate debauchery instead. And then when white people spend their resources to make something nice to get away from what you have created, something nice that they would rather enjoy on their own, you want a piece of it. Look at how the likes of Somizi live their lives.
You have been to the All White since the mansion. How does it feel being out here for the very first time?
You know, I prefer the mansion.
It's the group of people that make the party amazing. Do you know what I mean? It's the energy around.
Guys, this is me going to support my big bro, trying to do something for KZN, guys. It's the mother of all white parties. Yeah!
Brenda Fassie left a massive estate. What happened to it? Blown.
Now he was like paying 70K a month. You'd be like, yo, I want to pay 70K, you know what I mean? For this house, and you niggas a mess, you know, like niggas didn't clean or do something in that house. And then you'd be like, dude, you know, everybody's living here for free. Everybody's getting food for free, music for free, the lights are never off, you know? Beers every day, my nigga, you know? Everybody's got their own room.
Yeah, big mansion, big house. You understand? Big things. Yeah, it was safe there. Swimming pool, big studio, Persian carpets. I had nice things. Just living a soft life.
Probably a million. Why?
Narcotics, manga, gala. I think they were spent like over 4 million.
People are busy doing these Puff Daddy-like white parties, living large when their entire family tree is suffering. They live like kings because of the millions they made, all while elevating no one in their lives or in their families. Look at the Muslims and how they conduct themselves. Look at the Jews too. No money goes to waste. Simplicity in dressing. Very rare do you see them in Gucci's and Louis Vuittons. But people that we call celebrities will tell you about the effects of the crimes of apartheid and how we are suffering. Meanwhile, they are wearing Rolexes. They drive around in supercars. They spend their hard-earned monies on buying a mini mansion in Waterfalls Estate. They wear very fancy stuff and waste their wealth.
The price is gone. Like the price is like 1.5.
140 no so. Thank you.
When other races buy or build shopping centers, buy land for common goals, we are complaining about how they own everything. They invest in building apps while we are partying. They build products while we are celebrating silly things, brands that we don't own. We are busy complaining about these white people should let us in. We need to stop chasing what some people have. I mean, there's so much wealth out there for the taking, but the problem is we only see wealth when it is shining. Let's change this mindset and help our fellow brothers and sisters to do the same. All the complete grand products and services we use, that we want, that we envy, did not start off like this. They started off from the ground up. Now let us also unite and build from the ground up. It is not impossible. White people save their money and build things, establishments. We are the one to earn money from working in the establishments built by white people, or we want to go and spend money we earn from the establishments built by white people on goods and services built by other white people. Come on, guys. Come on. Let us work on our ideas and support those who have the great ideas. Let's stop being jealous of each other and stop being impatient with the process. Let's unite to build great things. Many black people have already done it. Many more can still do it. Question is, will you be part of them? Anyways, that's it for today. If you...
Yeah, and we're back. Just... Well, sometimes I need to go and like, kids, do we need therapy or what is that we need as black people? Sometimes just to, get ourselves back again and that love for ourselves, as black people. I don't know what's gonna take that one day black people will have self-respect for themselves. Black people like this woman here, this one here, will have some self-respect, before they can come before a mic and a camera and spill nonsense like this. Maybe, I don't know what is needed. Another generation of brainwashed people, or what is that we want? What do we need? What do we need? Like, what do we need to do? You heard for yourselves what this person has said. And I took the liberty of taking her manuscript, her transcript. I'm going to go through that bit by bit. And I'm going to read that. Yo, shame. Okay, Arbon. No, this is the first one. Like I was saying earlier, before we watched this video, WANATU. There's this e-hailing service empsha. Most Africa, Maburu mo those who don't understand, Maburu waka white people, the Afrikaners, who are in this country from 1652 till today. Those who gave us apartheid, segregation, Bantu education, Group Areas Act, a white-only bench, white-only bank, white-only post office, white-only everything. Everything was separate. Those who are now creating Orania is a white-only town. Botlin Fontaine here in Pretoria is only white little town. Stuff like that. They gave us the beautiful things that were praising us, and we should be flattered and smile and say, oh, yeah, these are the people who can actually share a country with. After 30 years, olive branch, forgive us, please, accepting, man. You know what? Yeah. And then somebody comes and speaks like this. The more the ANC and its babies continue to attack white people in this country, the more you will see some white people choosing to either leave or simply fight back. All right. How is the ANC attack white people? And what are those babies that the ANC have that are really attacking white people? How are we attacking white people? The first thing, 94, was to dismantle apartheid, regardless of how it looks, regardless of how it comes in the name of culture, in the name of whatever, self-preference. It was supposed to be dismantled piece by piece. 30 years is never enough to dismantle a system of 3 centuries, more than that, Nohan. So I can understand how Msedo Hare ANC and its babies. Which are those babies, by the way? Maybe I would say. Maybe not some of you who are her fans, who know these babies. Let us know in the comments below who are those babies. Maybe you can understand. And what does constitute an attack by, according to her, what constitutes an attack, according to Katlego? How to attack, Hariri, you can't have your own little town as Orania. We are taking them. Hariri, you cannot still continue being the ones in management only. We are taking them. Hariri, you cannot still have a university of African-speaking people only. Is that an attack? Hariri, you can't have Orania. Is that an attack? Hariri, you cannot be having WANATU as only African people. Moyona. Is that an attack? Hariri, you can't bring back apartheid in democracy. Is that an attack? what this person is talking about. I'm gonna take it in a hurry. You cannot be having such an attack. Is it the attack? Nah. How you can't? Heaven and okay, like it's the more you'll see choosing what people to leave or simplify. But yeah, they can leave. Mandela said something I remember after 94. If most of you are not even born, most of you were still kids, maybe like Yena. They were still children. Mandela said something when they were leaving. They left. Many white people left this country thinking they will cripple the country to its knees, that you can never recover. The Portuguese in Mozambique, when they left Mozambique, do you know what they did? The Portuguese in Mozambique, they went and they opened. I was in Mozambique 2007. They told me stories I could see. Why Mozambique is so dilapidated, its soil system is not even recovered yet. Because they went into town, Maputo, and anywhere else, where they started roads and sewage system. And they literally opened the manholes on the streets, and they poured concrete. They destroyed infrastructure. They burned, they bombed, they burned many beautiful buildings. Just because they said, we will never enjoy what we worked hard for. So, they left 94. They left 94. They thought they were like trying to cripple the country or destroy the country. Mandela said, if they want to leave, let them go. He, Mandela, the one who's now a saint for them, he said they can go. Because what they're trying to do is to destroy. They can't handle the fact that they're going to be ruled by a black person. So they can leave. Even now, it's fine. Now we've got a lot of professionals which are black, us included, other people included as well. They can leave. We don't need them here. If you're going to come and want to continue to white privilege in this country, you're not going to be welcomed. But you know why these people are so arrogant? That they can actually create their own WANATU. Imagine, but create their own e-hailing service. Service you can't use it. Because one, they put their prices way up. The same modus operandi they're using in Cape Town, like I said earlier. Afford. And okay, so us telling them you can't do this, it's wrong. We had apartheid in this country. Apartheid was in this country for since 1948 till 94. Okay, where it was a system of oppressing black people, making sure black people don't have adequate education. Our mothers didn't go to school. Our fathers were treated as cheap labor on mines and whatnot. We were forcefully removed from our land. They put white people. Areas were declared white areas only, and then they just remove us tomorrow morning. You must watch movies like Bo Bargains was a Cry Freedom. You will see what I'm talking about. There's a lot of history that you can go through. And that happened. It's like... there was a poll. It was like there was a little poll. Who wants to be educated? Black people said no. Yes, we want to be educated. Please educate us. Education. We don't want. It's like this woman is trying to say that. It's like there was something. Hey, who wants to be a doctor? All white people, doctors. Yeah. Rona. Now I'll work in your garden. It's fine. Who wants to be a nurse? No. Now I'll be a nurse. No. When I'm talking to no. Now I'll work as a maid in your house. It's fine. It's like there was a poll being pulled and being asked on people. People had a choice. We didn't have a choice. There was legislation passed that said a black child can learn mathematics. We ran. PW Bota asked that question. PW Bota, what will a black child use with mathematics? Because their destiny is in our kitchens and our gardens and our farms. We can't be teaching the history they know of, that they choose to ignore, and write nonsense like this. They can fight back. Some of them will fight back using racism. By educating and being using racism, and others will join the fight by educating and being kind towards their fellow citizens. I don't need you to be kind to me. I just want you to acknowledge that you did something wrong to me as a human being. And you must be bold enough to acknowledge, okay, what I did to you was very wrong. Was very, very wrong, and I'm so sorry. I've never heard a sorry for that person ever in my life. I have never. But Remo, we have been treated as if you are doing something wrong. When we say we can't want to see Orania, it's you are taking the white people. We don't want to see Plain Fontaine. You are taking white people. Okay, Leave the status quo. We were supposed to just left the things the way they were. Rand Africans University, UJ, take. Half of ANC and its babies are parties of hate. Anything white is hated. Anything white is to be dismantled. Of course. Anything white will be dismantled. We don't have white people in this country. We've got citizens of South Africa. We don't have white citizens in South Africa. We've got, I can maybe South African. Baby South Africans. Baby white Africans. Imagine. But now a person comes about well such a thing. They hate everything white. Yes. Because it reminds us of what we call apartheid. Hello. Because everything then was white. Jobs were white. Education was white. Housing was white. Electricity was white. Everything, transportation was white. Everything beautiful was white people. Ronaldo didn't even enjoy nothing. This kid should have just been born to see how things were. Then maybe we can just be quiet for a minute. I don't know. Script. Somebody's finding this person. More funda will blind and is giving her wrong information. Somebody's finding this child and busy when you know one user to attack us. It must be everything white must be dismantled. I agree on that one. White students are denied opportunities in universities because someone with the same skin color. Hey, I give it the pill. Okay, I give on that like what? Someone with the same someone with their skin color did horrible things to black people. Hey, like listen to that, Bakej. Okay, Katlego fans, talk to me. White students are not are denied opportunities in universities because some white people, somebody there who oppressed black people then has the same skin color as them. So, so we cannot have that. Jesus Christ. No, man. No. Somebody must take this woman's camera, shut a YouTube channel down, and then keep her quiet. Can't it? Because I don't know how she feels after spewing this nonsense. Some at home. Apartheid was never done by some white people. That is why it came back from 1948 up until today. That is why today we still have white supremacy. That's why we still have solidarity. That's why we still have Orania. That's why we still have Kleinfontein. That's why we still have anything white that is still trying to raise ugly. Because it was never a thing done by others and it died way back there. From 94 towards there was nothing. It was a system that made sure each and every generation of a white child, they are born in privilege. They are born in good education. They are born in good schools. They are born in good neighborhoods. So, baja the fruits, they are going to have to account for those fruits as well. Much as a black child is born in a township, he must be born in a township. They are born in poverty. They are born in squatter camps. They are born not because of the fault of their own, but because the system said, whenever you are black, you can never be like me. You can't be like a white child. Black kids are born in poverty. Not because their parents didn't want to go to work, but because their parents went to work as laborers. Not because there was a poll taken, who wants to be educated? Their parents said, no, we'd rather be black and underdeveloped there. It was a system that made sure that each and every white person is privileged in this country forever. So the very same white university students who cannot be accepted in universities, I don't know which one. I don't know which one denies a white child to be enrolled. I don't know which one. So this girl must tell us all people who are continuing. If they do that, and we need to have an equal opportunity for everybody else. It's because of that. We can't be having UP, for example, being white only, like it was before. Rau, I don't know if you guys know Rau. Rau was called Rand Africans University. It was only Africans people there, which is now UJ, University of Johannesburg today. Only, but with this technical college, Mosenchuron. It's called what can? I forgot the name. It's there. Only white kids are going there. Is it wrong if we say you cannot have this in our country after 94? Yes, we are not wrong. We can't. Now you are punishing the very kids who were born with these children. You are punishing them to make them sure that they're going to feel the way our parents, my parents, went through. By you saying anything white, we attack. You cannot be having an e-hailing service in this country. Who's the minister now? What did he do? Again, he went and made sure that Black BLM King, Black First Land First was deregistered because they said they didn't accept any white people. He went to the IEC and told them, listen, these people are discriminatory. They cannot be allowed to participate in elections. And his case had merit. I don't know how. But now they can be having a WANATU and it's fine. It's okay. It's okay. No, we are taking white people. They must have their own things. I mean, we must... Sama Tom, you did us wrong for years. You need to apply, and you need to pay for that. You did us wrong. You did us wrong, Bahechu. You did us wrong, and you have to account for that. There is no way you're going to jump that thing. I would jump, again. Now everything should just be the same as it was. State has cost to Alapili. It's fine. You just continue the way it was. It's okay. Life goes on. Now I can be in the same bus with you. I can be in the same whatever with you. Let's just leave this thing and it's okay. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. What black kids are experiencing the same thing because some black people were hated by white people before, but then that thing came down generations up until today, 25, sorry. Many black kids are born into poverty, not because of their own making. They didn't ask to be born like this, but they are. Do you know why? Because this apartheid was not only shielding the white people, it was making sure stay down there for generations to come. White professionals are overlooked in South Africa. Why? Because they have the same skin color as people that once did very, very mean things to black. Yes. If we have a bunch of, let's say, 20 people, and we have 15 black professionals who are starting to be in a job, engineers, we are going to have to put those black people first because they would need that more than you. That is a reality of South Africa. We cannot change it. Many of you are born in privilege. Accept that. We don't. We are not. And yes, you are going to put this one spill because you need to equal the scales. We can't be pushing what people go and we still remain the same poor as we were. I mean, how you can't be an engineer in my company because I need to put 10 white people before you. Do you know what you're doing? You are pulling on those white people. You are pushing. You are like overflowing the cup. In a white paper, like in a black person, you are taking the last small water that they had. Because remember, Rena, when I go become a professional, we've got things called black tax. To build my mother a house, to take my siblings to school, to help me get groceries. Oh, yeah, now half now from the father, the money is his or his. I remember when I get this other lab way back before getting into private. There was this child. She had a Mercedes Benz. I better get a phlebotomist. Ne? The very manager who was what spoiled him. He doesn't need to work. Because the parents are well off. They're staying in Pretoria North somewhere. They are well off. You see this Mercedes Benz, they bought her for 21st birthday. So she's just working for the sake of working. Doesn't actually need the pay. Like other people that I know of. And this person was white. This lady was white. She doesn't need this. This kid doesn't need this. She doesn't need to work. That's what privilege is. You are born into privilege. You go to school for the sake of going to school. Us, we go to school because I need to uplift my family, which is nothing have to do with me. I didn't ask for that. But people like this one, the way they act, it's like this whole system of politics was our fault. It was our fault. We didn't want to go to school. We didn't want to be educated. We didn't want to stay in suburbs. We didn't want to work in buildings. We just wanted to be, we were put in those situations by law. The law said to me, you can't be taught maths, Kgosi. Like a white child. Oh, this guy. Oh, there is a guy. Because when your job is to be in my garden or in my farm somewhere, as a labor on my mine, you know, over until 10,000. Whereas a white person will be getting millions in severance package to make sure the generation high becomes rich forever. When yours become poor forever. You're not taking more to motoring. You're not taking anybody. You just tell the truth. That's history. Yes, they will have to pay for their ancestors. The privilege they enjoy today as white kids, they must pay for it. They must pay for it. I have left to be embraced, embarrassed. I have left to embrace in places like China and America, Australia. You name it, those countries are looking. Yeah, they can go. Work at the engineers. And many white engineers like young like you have left to be embraced. They can go. Australia tried that thing. Australia tried yareba bitse. However, bitsa they thought they were still living a life. Apartheid. Australia, they think they're still white and supreme and above. They found other white people who say, don't do that. Britain, they don't want these King Afrikaners. Hence, because they think Cape Town is a country. They can go. We've got black engineers. They actually make space for these kids. Baba graduate engineering Libona. Because many engineers are at home black. They can't. But they're employed because their families own engineering companies. By the way, Katlego, maybe you're not aware of what's happening in this country because your head is so full of self-hate and cocooned in white love and white approval of everything. Self-hate is reigning inside this head of yours, my sister. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to let you go on this one. I can't be blamed for saying I need equality. Like this whole thing, they won't move video. It's nonsense. Like how we say they can embrace them. Who gives the damn? They can embrace them, shame. I don't have that. So skilled and its babies want to have nice position held back. Wait, the one thing that I'm gonna tell these women, like it already people like we are Nebikinyan. If we're now it's in school because of 94, and let me just remind you something, my sister. Some at home. No white person fought for your freedom. Okay? No white person wants to see you free. They are using you because of your color of your skin. And because you can say what they can't by law. So they are making you attack your own people for nothing. Shame. When you think you speak so well, when you think you are in the right side of the truth, you are not. You are not, sister. So advice to you, rather focus on other things. Than always attacking people. ANC is here attacking Motu. ANC never attacked anyone. ANC's job and other babies who do want to, their job is to dismantle each and everything resembling apartheid. Each and everything, regardless, culturally, everything resembling apartheid must be dismantled and destroyed. I joined that fight today. I will never allow in this country for us to be having white only things and black only nothings. Some at home, we're never given the opportunity to build the economy. 30 is nothing. You need to learn something and go to school and read books. One, apartheid system simply made sure that no black person partake in the economy of this country, regardless. If they own businesses, they were spies. It has been proven that every black person who was rich kind of apartheid was a spy. They were selling off their people. I don't want to mention names, but we know them. So there was never a good thing. There was never a good thing, Katlego. Never a good thing. Never a good thing for a black person before 94. It was all white people. All what they have to be comfortable with. All that they need in their lives was cared for, was given up by this government. Anything terrible and ugly, black people. There is no way in heaven in this country, after all these years, after all these struggles, unless we are so self-hating that we will agree with you, that there will be something called WANATU, only white people are supposed to partake in it. Hell no. Haraba koba kodi Bolt. Haraba koba kodi Uber. Somebody wrote a stupid nonsense. I would say, Now I haven't seen any white taxi drivers. I haven't seen, So why then haba bona ba ipulela their own e-hailing? Who said there mustn't be taxi drivers? Was there a law that says only taxi drivers are only going to be black? No. They chose for a black thing, a white thing. How do I patela for them being privileged and white? Never. You, your family, your husband, if you are married, your kids, teach them that's white person. You must say, hello, Mrs., hello, boss. They know they don't see nothing but another human being. At least I don't teach them hate. I teach them self-respect, and I teach them history of this country history, airing. Talk to me. Comment below. And let's put our blackness before we can actually try to defend useless nonsense. What this woman is saying is wrong. It's very wrong. And NCIC, we say, just give any statement. Give her to fellow, we can't have this. Now she has to go and pick on the ANC. What happens to us black people whenever we vote for the DA, we become so dumb? It's like, what's the king? It's like, what's the king? Oh, Jesus. It's like, these people are so happy today. They are happy now because Trump is talking nonsense. Trump is talking shit. Hey, sanctions. See, some certain people are being targeted and treated, and yeah. And these people are happy. Why do they think Elon Musk and Trump they are their saviors? You should go to Twitter and see them. Go to Twitter and see them for how happy they are with as if sanctions don't affect them. They're the ones with businesses. They're the ones with farms that are going to be sanctioned. Because Trump will never say, okay, only white farms can send produce to the US. The black ones, nah. Then this government has to stand up and say, listen, you want to do this? Go. You're undermining our sovereignty. You're undermining South African law. You're undermining us as people. You are a racist, useless immigrant law and us Trump that came from Europe. Your ancestors came from Europe and killed red Indians in America and took over their land. You are nothing but just the same as this ones who came in 1952, trying to tell us, no, apartheid must continue in democracy. But they are this arrogant because of people like this woman. Okay, Q. This woman. Whoa. They are arrogant like this because of people like this, because they know we've got allies in Katlego moagi. We've got allies in everybody else. This nonsense go Twitter. And this other one, our sisters are making babies like what? Sila Murad. We can't behave in that. We can't. We are supposed to be unapologetic about our Africanness and our blackness. We can't be told by an oppressor, now we never say they mustn't use board. We never said they mustn't come to our clinics. We never said they mustn't do anything. They chose to do them because they want to put themselves there. They are forever the victims, Whenever we speak about apartheid, the victims. Maribona, Afrifram will go to the US and even white genocide. Oh my God! Oh, white people are being killed. Guy. Then and arrogant nonsense like Elon Musk and Trump. They don't even know this country. This boy left here a young kid. America. Privilege. His wealth is built on many black people's bodies that died in his father's mines in this country, that were given minimum, not even minimum wage, subhuman wages to go down there and mine emerald for him to where he is today. So you must never think of to million this thing from scratch. No white person has ever started something from zero. From Brittany to Charles, to everybody else, they were all handing things down. See? So now because they've got money, they can talk too much. But like I'm saying, they do have these backbones and too much talk because of people like this one. If you didn't have people like this one amongst us, I'm telling you, people, like these people, they could have learned their lesson a long time ago. But no. They speak so well. They vote for the DA. So whatever they say, they're not an average black person. Us, we are like these hood rats. These ones are sophisticated. They come from the burbs. They speak that English. Embarrassing yourself like a nonsense. This one, yeah. Anyway, bona go siame ke buile ke sharp. Yeah, I was just trying to vent because I get so hurt to see things like this happen in this country today. And somebody coming to tell me that kind of a nonsense, we are taking white people. I don't know attacking anybody. Nobody's attacking anyone. No one is attacking anybody. We are dismantling racism and apartheid wherever is race is ugly head. Let them continue building it. Soon it will be in here. Then let's hear Boneba. How are they going to defend that one? Hey, but no. It's not going to happen. No one. It's not going to happen. So I'm sorry, Katlego moagi. Whoever supports this nonsense way of letting it's fine. That's their choice. But now I'm not going to fall for it. And I know many of us are not going to fall for this nonsense. That's why I did this video today. I was not taking you, shame. I'm going to take what you said. Kale Mandela nere mtapiri skipa sa Mandela. Mapusha mkela mutile ma met babeta arebeta Mandela rebeti wen. So I'm take what you said, my dear. But you're an embarrassment to us. I so wish how much one. Yo. I wish we don't pay you or something. Sorry to repay this and to the suitors, but I wish how much one. Because I hona much no domaka venaso. I think. Or domaka venaso, I think. Because we know. And I said, okay, ANC member. No, I'm a black person. My first thing that is I'm loyal to is this skin color. I'm an ANC member. I don't vote to ANC. But my first loyalty is to this skin color. That's my first loyalty. Because I know how an ANC member, they see a black person. When they look at you, they don't vote like DA. But Bonaka for another vote, it's fine. Uncle Rakasa ba fail. Wait. Yo, I hope that the Boondocks. Uncle Rakasa ba fail, shame. If you look at the Boondocks and you see Uncle Rakas, the way he behaves, this woman does that. But anyway, holy kill. But we are all free, freedom of speech, I believe. And yeah. I hope one day you'll join me, Katlego, and then we do this debate a little bit live. Because you need help, my sister. You do. We did nothing wrong as blacks. Everything wrong was done to us by the very white you say we are taking. And let me just remind you something. When we hire a black engineer, the whole family is uplifted. When you hire a white engineer, the whole family is uplifted more. Not even uplifted. Once again, an overflowing cup. Whereas Ola, at least they're from scratch. The first thing he thinks about, my mother's house back home. My sisters must go to school. My siblings must go to school. My mother must have a nice furniture. My mother must have food. Before they can even look at themselves. That is why many black professionals don't even go far. Because the very first thing we can think about is our families back home. And maybe now you are born in privilege as well. So you don't need to fix your mother because your mother, you are born in a very huge house, maybe in Soweto or wherever. Or the suburbs like in John Akit. But at the end of the day, sister, some of us have to go back and fix. So if you don't get opportunities like this and give it to other people who doesn't need them, shame. I can say. Okay, bona, it's fine. Please comment below, subscribe if you like what I said. If you don't like what I said, tell me why, and then we'll sort out one day. You want to be part of this studio? Come and talk to me live here on Kgosi FM again up that. This has been Kgosi on a live show, coming to you live on www.kgosiefm.co.za, www.holdings.co.za /Kgosi FM / Remo YouTube, the name of the show, the Kgosi on a live show. So thanks so much. Please comment, like, share, subscribe to the video and to the channel. Yeah. Sharp. 2